Welcome to online chemistry class. Here we'll be looking at the stoichiometric relationship between a chemical reaction. In this chemical reaction, we are going to find out some basic information on how to calculate. From the question we have here, say that find find the reaction stoichiometry and use it to predict expected mass of products. Consider the reaction we have maintained combining with oxygen to give us carbon 4 and water. So the question here said, how many moles of water were produced if 2.5 moles of carbon 4 were produced? And the other second one said, what is the mass of 2.5 mole of carbon 4? And this one is said, in repeated experiments, 132 grams of carbon 4 were produced. What is the mass of water also produced? So in this case, we are going to look at it. Before we go through it, it's important to really understand the relationship that exists here. In this relationship, we have 1 mole, 2, 1, and 2. But now, what we're looking at here is the relationship between these two. So in this question, if you look at it very well, find out that 1 mole of this will give you when 1 mole of carbon 4 is produced, at the same time 2 moles of water will be produced. So in this case, in the first one, it said that 2.5 moles of carbon 4. So in that case, if 1 mole of carbon 4 will give us 2 moles of water, then 2.5 moles of carbon 4 will give us 2 over 1 times 2.5 over 1. That will give us, it will be 5 moles. So since we have 5 moles, remember I said that because we get the mass, expected mass of water that will be produced in this case will be 5 times the relative molecular mass of water, which is 18. We will have 90 grams of water. So in this case, when we have 2.5 moles, we produce 5 moles of water, then the mass of water there is what? 90 grams. The second question said, what is the mass of 2.5 moles of carbon 4? So we know that carbon 4 has 44. That is relative molecular mass or molar mass of it, gram per mole. In that case, what we have here to get the we know that moles is equal to mass over molar mass. So in that case, we have the moles to be, our moles is 2.5, mass is unknown, and then molar mass is 44. When we cross multiply, we have mass to be equal to times 44. That will give us equal to 1110 grams of what? Carbon 4. That is what we have here. So the last one we have said that in a repeat experiment, 132 grams of carbon 4 were produced. What is the mass of water produced? So in this case, we are going to take a different approach. We're going to take a different approach in this case, since we are looking for the mass, and they say that 132 grams of what? Of this. So from that chemical equation, we have it to be will give us alright. This is the chemical equation. In this chemical equation, we know that this is if this one from this chemical equation we know that 1 and 2, which means 44 grams will give us 2 times 18. 2 times 18, that will give us something like 30, and that should be 36 grams. 36 grams of 36 grams of what? Water. Now we have 132 grams of carbon 4. It will then be 36 over 44 times 132 grams over 1. So in this case, what we have here should be equal to 108 grams of water. That's what we have. Thank you so much for being part of the class. And know in each of these chemical reactions, it's important to check the relationship. To know the relationship, the stoichiometric ratio is always found from equal to the coefficients of each of the formulas given to you. So in this case, you find out that we have the coefficients here is 2, here is 1, here is 2. So all these things is what we use because in each of the reactions they combine based on this ratio. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to read your comments. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and share. Let your friends know about us. Thank you.